tattoo. It's not a birthmark. Flame tissue, but there's no blood pool, so this was done post-mortem. My name is Kusum. My name is May.
That is just a sneak peek of what you can expect this week on the series premiere of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders. It's a spin-off of the hit CBS show Criminal Minds. On this new series, the team has to solve crimes and rescue Americans who find themselves in danger abroad. And actress Annie Funke plays May Jarvis, the team's fearless medical examiner, and she joins us now.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So this is not so bad, right?
Not a bad gig.
You got an international hit. People are craving more of it, and now we have a spin-off.
There you go. Yeah. We do what we can.
So what can you tell us about this spin-off? How is it sort of a little different?
Well, we are taking this amazing show, Criminal Minds, and we're taking it abroad. We're taking it beyond borders, if you will. So we get the opportunity every week to visit a different country and to try to help bring Americans who are traveling abroad back to the U.S. safely, if we can. So it's very high action packed. It's thrilling. It's exciting. It's suspenseful. So there's a lot of good stuff in it that people are really going to like.
It looks a wee bit gross. That gash looked very realistic.
There's a little gore, but that's why I'm the medical examiner, and that's my territory. I take care of it all. So yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
So your character May is a medical examiner.
Yeah.
I mean, that gash looked pretty good. Was there sort of a little bit of a leap that you had to make to deal with this kind of stuff?
Yeah, because I don't really do blood in my real life, so that was a big learning curve for me the first day that I had to do an autopsy and they had the body out there. I was like, you might also need to bring a gag bucket for me because I'm not sitting well with this. But we have such amazing makeup people on this show, and it's really lifelike. Yeah. Throughout the season, I got a little more used to it, and it actually ended up being some of my favorite stuff.
You know, how about the science jargon? It's always sort of so impressive to me that you guys can kind of roll this stuff off your tongue like you've been saying it your whole life.
Yeah, it's basically like memorizing gibberish. Yeah. It's like you have no idea sometimes what these words mean. You know what I mean? Yeah. You learn what they mean, but it's very difficult to memorize, and especially when the scripts come out so quickly and sometimes you don't have a lot of time with it. It's, you know, and you obviously want to honor the people who actually do the job that you're portraying and do it as, you know, believably as possible. So it's a bit of a task.
So when I was reading about you, what I thought was really interesting is that you have a lot of stage work in your background. I mean, you have stuff on the screen, but lots of stage. Yeah. This has got to be sort of a bit of a transition, a jump for you.
How's it different? I mean, it's just a completely different world. With stage, it's an immediate kind of thing. You have a lot of prep time. You have a lot of time to work the kinks out, and you get this immediate gratification like as soon as it's happening. And with TV, you film it and then you don't see it for 6 months later, and it's done on the day. You know, if you didn't do it on the day, they don't have it to work with. And then, you know, just being able to see how the editors put it all together, and it's not just an actor's medium, it's a director's medium, an editor's medium. So a huge learning curve in that, but I just, you know, it's been really, really a great experience. So.
And with you sort of landing a spin-off of a super popular show, I mean, this is going from, you know, if it's staged, you've got the audience right there, and you know the size of the audience. The size of the audience for this is going to be huge.
Huge, yeah. I don't think I've actually wrapped my brain around it yet. So come Wednesday night, I'll be watching along with everybody else. So
you know what? In like a few months, you're going to come here with the big superstar glasses. We won't be able to recognize you. This show is about Americans abroad. Do you have experience traveling abroad?
I do. I've actually gone out of the country quite a few times, and I had a medical experience once when I was abroad. I was in China. I was doing a show over there, and we got off our 16-hour flight and had like 4 hours of sleep, and then went into rehearsal. And I actually dislocated 2 bones in my neck.
Oh my goodness!
And so I went to the Chinese hospital, and then they were like, "You should go get acupuncture." And I was like, I've never done that. I don't do needles, but you know, when in China, might as well try it out. So I go, and we think of acupuncture as like a nice, you know,
like a spa environment.
This was literally a concrete room, a piece of like wood, and like a face hole. And I'm laying down. There's no English spoken. They put all these needles in my back. Leave the room, and I'm really trying to relax and be like, okay. I open my eyes, and there's an iguana on the floor, like, and it jumps on the deck and starts walking up towards my face hole. Did a full-on like cobra position with like 40 needles in my back, and then someone came in and started kicking the table. I mean, it was the most unrelaxing
so wait, I
experience.
Thought you were supposed to stay like super skilled.
Oh yeah, you're not
right?
supposed to move. You're not supposed to move, and I was in a full-on yoga position. So that was my China medical story.
Did it work?
You know what? It actually helped so much. It did. I had 3 sessions, and by the end of the 3rd session, I was totally mobile, and it was great.
No more iguana encounters.
No
though,
more iguana
right?
encounters. I have not been back to acupuncture since.
I wonder why.
But I don't know. You know, but I don't think there's probably as many iguanas in New York.
Yeah.
Maybe some rats, but you know.
That's very cool. So what else is going on in your life? What other projects can we expect to see?
It's been great to be back in New York. I'm working on a lot of kind of new, I'm going back to the theater stuff for a little bit and working on some new workshops. And I'm also working on the show has given me the travel bug. So I've planned a trip to Italy and just kind of taken some time to see the world, you know, like going beyond the borders.
I like that. That's a good plan.
Yeah.
Annie Funke, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much.
And don't forget to watch the series premiere of Criminal Minds Beyond Borders. It airs this Wednesday, March 16th at 10, 9 Central, only on CBS.